Hi, welcome back to another episode of Bake and Make. I'm Angela Capeski. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this Call of Duty Advanced Warfare cake. First we're going to start off by making the grenade, and you need to make the army green colour, so just mix some green and black fondant together. So what we're going to do here is roll it out into a ball, and I've added some CMC or Tylose to the ball so it can dry quicker. So we're just going to shape it with our hands into that grenade shape there. Now using a ruler, we're going to make the lines that go around the grenade. So starting from the top, work your way down to the bottom, and then just turn it around and do that all the way around the grenade. And then turn it on its side, and we'll do that all the way around. And one down the bottom as well. Now roll out the green fondant there, and using a 3cm cutter, just cut out a small circle, and we'll place some sugar glue there, and we're going to stick this underneath that grenade part there. Roll out another piece of the green fondant, and we're just going to use a knife, and we're going to make the shape for the top part there. Take some sugar glue or water and just place it underneath and stick it on the top. Roll out a long piece of fondant there. I'm using a ruler, and we just push it down a little bit. Take a knife and cut off the end there. Now we're just going to measure it there as to see how much we need, and just cut it off there. Take some sugar glue. Place some there so we can stick it on, just like that. Okay, I've got some wire here, it's flour wire, so just bend it around, and we're going to place that there for the pin on the grenade. If you don't have wire, you can just use fondant. Just place it in there. Roll out some grey fondant, and we're going to make the little tags for the cake. So just cut it down into a rectangular shape. I have two equal sized ones. Then take a circle cutter, and we're just going to use one side of the circle cutter to make that curved shape there. And do that on both of them. Now I'm just going to use the end of the paintbrush and just make two small holes. Roll out some yellow fondant, again with a ruler, and just cut this down, and we're going to make the bullets for the side of the cake. And they're around 9 centimeters. So just roll out some orange fondant, and I'm going to use that for the top part of the bullet there. We'll just use some sugar glue to secure them together. Now you need to make 21 of these, and just leave them dry overnight so we can stick them to the cake. Okay, now I'm using an 8-inch round cake, and I've baked 4 layers. And what we're going to do is using some ganache or buttercream. I'm using ganache today. We'll just take some of that white ganache there, and we're going to use a knife, and we're going to spread it over the board. And this board is going to go underneath the cake. So we'll take one layer, and we'll place it on the cake, on the board there, sorry. We'll fill each layer, and then smooth the sides out. I'm using chocolate ganache for the outside, so we're going to spread this around, just like that. And we'll do that to the top as well. Okay, you can see that we've got the edges up there. Now I'm going to use a scraper and just scrape back those edges, remove the excess there, and do this all the way around. And as you can see here, we've got an even straight finish, and we'll just fix up those around the edges there. Okay, now we're going to roll out some black fondant, and this is going to be the fondant to cover the cake. So just using a rolling pin, we'll just roll that out. You can use icing sugar underneath or corn flour. Lift up your fondant and cover the cake, and we'll just smooth that down and secure the edges, and this just makes sure that it doesn't rip. Okay, we're going to take a knife and we're going to cut that excess off there. And we'll just remove that. Take a smoother and we'll smooth out all those imperfections there. Okay, I've covered a 12-inch board in green, in a lime green fondant, and I've put a ribbon around the board. Now we're going to use some royal icing to secure that cake to this board. Using a knife, just lift up the cake and we'll just move it over to that board there and position it in the centre. Okay, take a ribbon. I've measured it enough to fit around this cake, so we'll just place some sugar glue at the back, and starting from the back we're going to work our way around and secure it there at the end. Okay, what you need to do is go on the internet and find a Call of Duty logo and just cut out each letter. I've measured this one as about 17 centimetres in length. Roll out some white fondant, and you can use a scalpel and a knife, and we're going to cut out those letters very carefully. I'm just using baking paper underneath so that fondant doesn't stick, and it's easier to move that fondant around when we're going around each letter. So just cut around carefully. This will take some time and patience, of course, but once you've done them all you can see how easy it was to do so. And I'm just using a knife here because it's easier to do those straight lines, and the scalpel for the curved parts there. You can just lift that out, and there we go. Okay, as you can see, they're all done. Now roll out some yellow fondant. I've put some orange in that yellow to make it like a golden colour. And we're going to get those small letters and we're going to cut those out. As you can see, again, I'm using the knife to do the straight lines because it's easier to cut. They are quite small, so it will take some patience. And then just use a scalpel for the finer details there. Just lift them out. Yep, there we go. Okay, as you can see, I've cut them all out there. Okay, now I've rolled a black piece of fondant and I've cut it down in a strip, and I've just glued the white letters on there with some sugar glue, and I'm going to do the same with the smaller letters. So just place some sugar glue on the back of the letter. And we'll just place that down underneath in a straight line. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to stick those dried bullets on the side of the cake, and you're going to start from the side there, so it won't be from the centre section, and we'll just place some sugar glue on the back of the bullet there, and we'll just secure it onto the cake off to the side and just hold it down in place until you find that it sticks. And we're going to do this all the way around to the other side and just position them around 1.5 centimetres. Just give a 1.5 centimetre space. Okay, now I've got some royal icing here and we're going to stick the grenade on. So just place some royal icing underneath and we're going to place the grenade at the back part there. And we'll do the same with the tags as well. So just place a little bit, not too much, on the back. And I'll just place it on an angle there. And same with the other one as well. Okay, roll out some army green fondant, again with green and black. And I'm using a ribbon cutter here. If you don't have one of these, you can use a pizza cutter. And we just roll out 2 strips. And I like using a knife here just to give the strips an even line there. So just smooth out the edges there. Make sure there are no pieces hanging off there. This is going to go around the cake, so get some sugar glue and we'll place a little bit there and in between each bullet, around halfway, and then we'll do that on top of the bullet as well. Take a straw and we're going to make 3 small holes at the front. And we're going to start with that section from the front and then just push it down onto the glue part there, and then secure it up and over that bullet, and then again in between. So do this all the way around to the back halfway and do the same with the other side as well. And there we have it, our beautiful Call of Duty Advanced Warfare cake. As you can see by the video, it wasn't too difficult to make, and if you follow the video, even if you have to pause it from time to time, I'm sure you know this cake can be made with ease. So thanks for watching the video, and it was my absolute pleasure to show you and share with you my knowledge and techniques, and I look forward to showing you another video again shortly. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and also to share it with all your family and friends. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.